What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of GIVIN GAME PODCAST. I'm your host, Rickey! And today's guest is a special one. My next guest is a very successful YouTuber with a subscriber count of 381,000 subscribers. And that's just on one of her channels. She's the host of her own hit YouTube show, The Pineapple Show. She's also an actress, model, relationship advisor, and recording artist. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Melli Monaco.
You said Miss. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll take it. Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect. Hey, this is take two. And for all of you out there watching, we were 20 minutes in recording and my audio wasn't recording. So we have to do this all over again.
Yep.
Yeah. And she's not that much of a talker, so she has to go all through it. So
it's all good.
It's all good. It's
I'm
all
here
good.
for you.
Know? Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You sure it's recording, huh?
It's recorded. No, it's recorded.
Okay, we're good.
Those are recording. Everything is good. So we should be good. If not, I'm going to kill myself. Okay. How you doing, Melli?
I'm good. I'm good. How are
It's
you?
deja vu. We got to do it all over again.
Yes.
For the people out there watching, you know, you have an accent. Where are you from? I always start this with, where are you from?
I'm from Paris, France.
Paris, France. Okay.
Yeah.
What made you come to LA from Paris?
So I didn't come straight to LA.
You didn't come straight.
No, I got a scholarship to play volleyball in college.
What?
You didn't know?
I did not know
What
this.
the fuck?
I did not know you got a scholarship in college to play volleyball. So you was like cold with it?
I was good.
What college?
University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. It's Division 1.
Oh, okay. little it's Division 1, you know, the top, you know. What? So you got that, and so you were in Maryland?
Yeah, I was in Maryland, and then when I graduated, I moved around a little bit. Oh. I went to DC because that was the closest.
Okay.
Then I went to LA, hated it for 9 months actually.
Really?
And then I went to Atlanta. I stayed in Atlanta for a little while.
Uh-huh.
And then I came to LA because, you know, I wanted a change of scenery, and LA was cool.
So how did LA become cool? Because you hated it. So what made you hate it?
Know,
and then
right?
what made you like, you know what? I'm going to stay here now.
It's because the first time I came, I was working bartending in restaurants, which is the worst. I mean, I shouldn't say that because it paid my bills. It was good money.
Yeah.
But just dealing with people on a regular, when I go to restaurants now, I'm like, I look at them, I'm like, damn, I used to do that. And I'm like, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know?
You know the grind they got to put in, yeah.
But so I was working too much, I feel.
Okay.
And I wasn't meeting people, I wasn't connecting. And it was just like super lonely. I mean, LA, it's still lonely now.
Yeah.
But I have some friends now.
Yeah,
So it's a little different. So when I moved from LA, I went to Atlanta, bartending in clubs and stuff. And that's kind of when I started my YouTube channel, like the first one. And
really? So when did you give up the volleyball? Like, how did that?
The volleyball, after college, I was done.
So you had the scholarship. You went to college. So you went to Maryland.
Yes.
For how long?
2 years, because I had a bachelor's back home.
Okay.
And when you can only play, the bachelor's back home is in 3 years. Oh. So then you can only play 2 more years because you're only eligible for 5 years.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you had it in Paris. Gotcha.
And then when I came here, they didn't transfer all my credits, talking about it's not the same. And I'm like, it's not the same, but the school I went to
is better. Yeah.
Exactly, because I got here and I was like, you are teaching this in college? It was so crazy. You know, like the stuff like people complain about, like I had like an English class because I wasn't speaking English at all. And but they were not teaching me English, which was weird.
What?
Yeah, I thought they would give me like kind of like a speech class, or they would help me with learning English, but it wasn't that. It was like, yeah, you're gonna go up front and say some stuff, and it was, I don't know.
Was it an ESL class? The English is the second language class? Was it that?
No. They gave me regular English, and I was like, yo, I don't speak English. But the stuff they were learning was like, they were teaching was the DARE, you know, DARE, THEIR,
yeah.
THERE. I'm like, they are
Yeah,
I'm like, how are you teaching this in college?
Wait, they would teach that in college?
In college.
Well, I mean, in the college offense, there's a lot of motherfuckers that fuck that up still to this day.
I mean, yeah, but I'm like,
If you say that all the time and captions and stuff, it's like, no, you used it wrong.
I'm like, you gotta go learn it on your own at this point. Not in college.
Not in college, yeah.
I mean, hey.
What?
So yeah, so they didn't transfer all my stuff. So then they made me be a junior. Like, so then I got another bachelor's. I thought I would come in and just do a master's, and then they were like, oh, no, you're going to be a junior. So I played for 2 years, and I got a bachelor's.
What? So were you really, was you, what's the term for volleyball? Hooping? It's not hooping. It's like, were you hooping? Like, was you like killing
Spiking.
it? Were you spiking?
Yes.
You were spiking out there? Okay. You said, yeah, I was there.
Oh, it was okay.
What?
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
After you finished college, you did the volleyball thing. Then you started the YouTube channel once you got to Atlanta. And that, what was that YouTube channel?
So it was Entertainment News. And,
Entertainment News, okay.
Yeah. So I was just taking clips from celebrities or from blogs and stuff, and like making compilations, and then just posting it. And that was it.
So you were just
stealing.
Yeah.
Straight up stealing.
I didn't want to say it. You said
straight up stealing.
Straight up stealing. I'm just taking that like, oh, TMZ post, I'm taking that. And then and would you put like your own like little stamp on it, like your like watermark?
Oh yeah. I had a whole watermark because no.
So you like, I'm gonna steal from you, but I'm a watermark it so nobody else can steal from me.
Well, I felt like after where I found it, after them, I was the second one finding it. So I felt like it was still my content. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put the watermark because if you're watching me and you want to steal from me, well, you're gonna say where you stole it from. Yeah,
and people gonna be like, wait, where did you get
that?
This from?
Exactly.
What?
But everybody does that shit though.
Yeah.
Like we all put the watermark because we're like, sure.
What? So you were doing like your own TMZ? That was pretty much like a little TMZ channel.
Yeah,
for you. And
it was.
How was that? Like, how did that go? Like,
okay.
How many subscribers did you get? Like, how did you start that channel? And what made you just like, you know what? I'm gonna just start doing entertainment news.
Okay, so at the time I had a boyfriend.
Okay.
And I need to shout him out. Jesse, what's up?
Jesse, what up?
So it was really like he wanted to do YouTube so bad, and at some point we lived together, and I was seeing what he was doing, and I was kind of intrigued, and he was like, as a girl, if you do it, like kind of like gassing me up.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
And then I tried, and it worked. It took a minute to start making money, you know. But when he made money, it was really good money.
Really worth it. So JC is the one who.
Yeah, Jesse.
Jesse. Oh, I thought it was JC.
Jesse. Let's get his name.
Let's get his name. I'm over here like JC. What up, boy? Jesse.
Yes.
So Jesse birthed this YouTube thing, and he like sparked that.
Yeah,
name.
for sure.
Wow, well, that's good.
You
shout him out. Wow. So you started doing that, and then. How did that it took off? Like when you started to monetize off of that and everything? Like,
I mean, at the time when I started it, YouTube wasn't like a bitch like it is right now. Because they're pushing it. Yeah. For everybody who want to start a new YouTube now, it's like so much harder. Really? Because at the time when you would start, you would be monetized. Everything was monetized. You just had to apply. Oh, you're monetized. But now it's like, I feel like they want to raise their security to make sure that people put the type of content that they want on there. Wow. So now I think it's like 4,000 hours watched. No,
I'm starting from scratch right now. 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. Yep. And that shit is hard. And if you have a year to get those 4,000 watch hours.
And I'm like, it's crazy.
Because I remember I had maybe 300 watch hours.
You were close, and then the year that was done.
The year is done. I start to go down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But it starts to go down. That was like at 50. I was like, oh my god. So it's like they like, no, you got to put the work in.
Yes.
So it's pretty much forcing you to put the work in.
For sure.
So it was easier to get there when you started your channel. And then, so you were already monetized.
Yep.
And then so you were already, but it just took time for you to get paid from YouTube.
Probably because they only pay you when you make more than $100. So. It took me 6 months to start really seeing some type of money. Okay.
Yeah. And then how did you start to transition into like what made you leave that channel alone? Because that channel has a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, it got 500,000.
Damn! 500,000 subscribers.
Still now.
Sheesh.
Crazy.
So what made you leave that channel? Like, you know what? I got to start a new, like what?
Yeah, because YouTube and their rules, you know, they say it was reuse content or copyrighted or, you know, so it's like, since I'm stealing, they're like, we cannot pay you for stealing, you know? So it's like, everybody's stealing, so pay me too, you know? So what they did, they would like demonetize my channel. They would delete it. I think it got deleted twice. I was fighting. You know, they send emails when there's something going on, when there's a copyright.
Yeah.
You know what a copyright is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get copyrighted, they send you an email telling you, oh, you have a strike. You know, they're trying to be nice. We're sorry that this news might not be a good news for you, but you know, we're trying to keep the platform safe. I'm like, shut the fuck up, telling me I understand it's not a good news.
We're trying to keep the platform safe.
Exactly. But then when you get the deleted, that shit kills you. Like,
especially if you monetize on that shit too. It's like,
yes,
give us that money. You're not making that no more.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Like, I remember I woke up one morning and all the time I would look at my emails right away.
Yeah.
I see YouTube and then I see it says your channel is going to be demonetized in 30 days or something. Wow. Or it's going to be, no, I think demonetization is right away.
Oh, so they just
but then it's the strikes. When you get too many strikes, they're like, you have a certain amount of days before they're going to take it down. So they're like, fix something. If not, it's going to be demonetized. And I was like, yo.
What?
Mm-hmm. So waking up to those emails, I'm like, your heart just dropped. And you're like,
you putting all that time in too.
I'm like, damn, you're playing with me. Because at this point, it's like, you're going to take like my livelihood away. Like, and then you're on here sending emails, begging, I'm a college student, which I wasn't. I'm a college student. I cannot pay my bills. I won't be able to go to school. Please. You know, you're trying to call support and shit.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we can't help you.
That's on you. You'll be a stealer.
Exactly.
We don't have no sympathy for you.
They don't. So because of that, I was like, okay, I cannot rely on this type of income because you're playing with me too much. Wow. So that's when I kind of left it alone for a little bit. But I was like, okay, I need to think of something else. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I need to be on there so that the content is real content. It's like original.
Because this whole time nobody saw your face. Nobody knew who you were.
No.
So you had like
I wasn't talking or nothing.
You wasn't talking or anything. It's just the celebrity news and that's it.
That's it.
And nobody knew your face. Nobody knew. That's crazy. So you had because that's another form of YouTube, a YouTube channel, like the automated version of a channel where it's just you never see the person who puts the content out. You don't know their voice. You don't know what they look like. But their channel is specifically for basketball content or boxing or whatever. Yeah. So you had that. Wow. But you were like, I want to, show, I want to give a personality.
I didn't really want to.
Oh,
but I was
like,
forced
to it.
I still want to do YouTube because the money is really good. So I was like, find something.
What was your first video that you ended up, coming up with? Because you had to start a whole new channel.
Yeah.
So what was that?
So I made a video about 10 signs that she's a thought. When she goes on trips, you only see her posting pictures of her, stories only of her. You already know. She got flued out. Even if she want to act like, no, I'm private, I just don't post anybody, or that's not true. If she was with her girls, she would post her girls. If she's with a dude, she's not posting nobody. So she's not private. It's just she got to be private because she got too many dudes. She's a thought. And that video went crazy. Warsaw reposted it.
What?
Yeah, it went crazy.
10 signs that she's a thought. And people, like, it blew up or?
It blew up. Like, I think it's still on the channel, I think, right now. And it got, like, probably, like, 1 million views. Which is not too crazy, but at the time when you don't really have a following on YouTube, you get a video that blows up like that. It really helps you with your numbers and your subscribers and stuff like that.
And what year was that? Like
that was last June.
Oh shit! This was last June.
Last June.
Also, it's only been about like a year then.
Yeah, that channel is a year old. That it's been like popping.
And what is that subscriber count? That's
right now
that's 381, right? That's a 381. So, and that's in a year.
Yeah,
a little over a year. Yeah. So what? Because you like a master at this. What advice would you give to people who are, wanting to start a YouTube channel and they don't know where to start. They don't know because they have the hashtags and stuff on YouTube. Like, do those work? What's the best way to start a YouTube channel now?
Okay.
Yeah, because you started one in two different eras. You started when it was easy to monetize, and then you started one a year ago when it's hard.
Yes.
So what would you give somebody watching?
Yeah. So I would say to start with, like, you got to know it's not going to be easy because, like, my first channel didn't make money for 6 months. And I felt like if I would have stopped at the 6-month mark, then it would be like, well, you were about to make some money and you fucked it up. But, I mean, I wouldn't have never known, you know. But so I would say if you want to do it, just make sure you want to do it. Try to find something that you're really, like, kind of, like, passionate about or that you really like because it's a lot of work. And I know for me, when I was doing the entertainment news, it was really a job. It wasn't like something I enjoyed doing. Like, and it was like, oh my God, okay, let me get the computer, wake up in the morning, take the computer. I'd be in bed making videos and shit because, you know, you got to catch up on what you missed when you were sleeping. So it was just nonstop, but that's going to be YouTube for you, though. Like,
day and night.
You gotta,
it's a full-time job. But that's why it's important for you to really
like
love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like this channel right now, I posted a video a day since June last year. So it's like more than 300 and
a video every day?
Yes. And I'm still doing it right now. And I'm like, I think I'm about to quit that shit.
I think I'm about to reel back in.
Because, yeah, it's a lot.
You post a video a day. That's a lot.
It is a lot. But I found kind of like a system where I feel like I don't work all the time.
Okay.
And I think for YouTubers, it's a lot of like burnout. Like you work so much because you're like, I got to do it, you know?
Yeah.
And if you don't post, sometimes you won't make money unless you have a channel that's already on autopilot, you know, where you don't need to post that much because your content is so good and that people really fuck with you, then you don't got to post as much. But when you first start, it's going to be about consistency, about being in people's face. And that's how it's going to work.
That consistency, man, that's key. So you just have to keep putting that content out until you don't have to as much. Damn, that's true. That's like acting. It's like you have to go to class or put those reps in until it's like, all right, now you're on set, and then you don't have to, you know, go there because
like
the best class now it's fun, and you're learning as you're going now instead of having to like do all the other work. Like you still can, but it's not like it used to where you have to be grinding like crazy. Like, dang, so consistency is key with the YouTube thing.
Also, I would say you got to make your page look professional a little bit. Like invest in somebody that does design to do your banner. Because that's when I come to your page, it needs to be pleasing. If I look at your page and I'm like, this motherfucker ain't serious, I'm out. You know, so I need to feel like what you do is serious.
So make it look professional, like the banner. Because that's the first thing you see, right?
Exactly. Especially if you're on the computer, it's pretty big. It takes like the whole screen.
And
so
then if it looks like blase, why would I want to stay and watch your videos?
I might watch one video and then I'm out, you know.
So make it look professional and consistency.
Use all the tools that you can have, you know, like hashtags. I mean, they call them tags.
They call them
tags.
tag. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they give you like 500 characters or something, so use those.
Yeah.
So you said fill them up, or like
I fill them up.
What do you fill them up with? Like if you're doing like for your channel, like what would you, is it random stuff? Are you putting, because I know some people are like, oh, I put Kevin Hart. What? You put something specifically to your video? Like what do you?
Yes, because I do want people who are actually watching those type of videos to find me. So it would be, I'm not saying it's going to be pointless to put like Kevin Hart and then hoping that somebody that's watching Kevin Hart video now is going to come to your content. But it's like, that person that's watching Kevin Hart is not really looking, or I don't think they're looking for relationship advice right now. You know, so it's easier to like cater to the people who are already looking for you or looking for that type of content. So first thing I put my name on the tags, and then I copy and paste the title of the video, and I put it in the tags.
The title of the video, so
the
whatever
whole title,
the whole description, the
put
whole
it
title.
in the tags.
Oh, okay. I never heard that before.
And then you try to kind of switch it around. Like, for example, if it's 5 things to do before going on a date. Yeah. So I'm going to copy and paste that and put it in my tags. and then I'm gonna put some stuff. What's the best date idea? How to date? How to get a girl? How to be more attractive? Like stuff still related
to
in that thing.
The title.
Yes.
And are you putting hashtags behind that, or are you just typing that out?
No, you just type it.
You don't
type
put
it and
hashtag?
enter. That's it. Yeah.
So you want to, y'all watching, whatever your thing is, you want to put something that, mirrors what your description is or what the video is about, rather than trying to reach for hoping that somebody else, random shit is going to come. You might as well really put the energy and the 500 characters into some shit that's like addressing your actual video.
Also, a little trick you can go and steal. I guess I'm a thief at this point.
You a thief, man.
But it's not really stealing. The information is out there. I'm just reusing it, you know?
I like that.
So
that's a clever way of saying how you steal. Yeah. The information out there, I'm just reusing it. I'm recycling.
That's it. So you can go, you can type your title and put it in the search, and then other videos that are maybe the same. Maybe your title has already been used by somebody. Hopefully, usually when you do that, the video is going to be from a pretty big person. So the views are probably going to be up there. So because they're up there, you kind of think okay, this person knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for a minute.
Exactly.
So you go click their channel, and you can use this thing called TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy, okay. And it will show you actually the tags that they use. And then you can just copy and paste it and put it on your shit.
What? So you will type,
the same title
that you have, you will type that in YouTube before you post it, right?
Yes.
And then you'll see what pops up, and you'll go for the
I go to that same video, or not that same, but that same title video or whatever, or similar, and then I see the tags that they use. Through
TubeBuddy.
Yes.
So you look at TubeBuddy, and then you'll copy.
No, but you go on TubeBuddy, it's kind of like an extension, I would say. So it's like when you go on that video, you see it. It's like on the right corner, you see.
So it just it's like kind of like unlocks the YouTube viewing experience.
So you see the rank, you see how many views they get a day, how many views they get for 30 days, how much money, you see the range.
So it's not like a separate thing. It's not like, you got to go on TubeBuddy to see this. No. It's like, no, it's already, it's like, like you said, an extension in your browser. Yes. So when you search it when you go to YouTube regularly, you'll just see the video and the comments. But when you install TubeBuddy as an extension, so when you go to YouTube now, it'll show all these other things. It'll show their tags, their rank. Okay.
Because I don't know if it's an extension, but it's like when you subscribe to TubeBuddy, you pay for it, and then you put your channel name on it. And because of the channel name, that now you're registered. So whenever you watch a YouTube video from your channel, that's gonna appear to the right.
Interesting. So TubeBuddy. Okay. So all y'all that want to start a YouTube channel, TubeBuddy is a good thing.
That's a good tool. Also, there is this other thing that's like probably the one thing that drives the most traffic for me. It's called end screens. You probably know what end screens is. Right?
End screens? That's like a separate thing, or it's on YouTube, right?
It's on YouTube, but it's like, at the end of a video when you see like what to watch next.
That's
an end screen.
You can put your actual videos or whatever.
But the thing with TubeBuddy, I don't know. You can do it when your channel is not, doesn't have a threshold or something, or a certain amount of subs. I'm not sure. I'm asking.
I don't know.
You don't know.
End screens?
Can you do?
I can do end screens.
Okay, so everybody can do end screens.
Yeah. she just shitted on my life just now. I don't know if you can you do end screens? Okay, if you can do that shit, then everybody can do it.
No, but I know how many subs you got, and I know you're not. I didn't know if it was like when you become a partner, when you have, But no, so you're telling me you can do it.
Yeah, because you can put it'll tell you put an end screen what do you want, what video you want them to watch next. Like if you want it to be the most new video you put out, or a specific video, you can put that.
Okay. So the thing when you have TubeBuddy, you can do the end screens in bulk. So for example, let's say you have 100 videos on your channel.
Yeah.
If you don't have TubeBuddy, you gotta go manually, do one by one, change the end screen. Because let's say you drop a new video.
Yeah.
What I would recommend is that all your old videos, the end screen should be the new video on all your videos.
They should be the new video.
Yes.
That you just dropped.
Yes. So the problem with that is like if you have 100 videos,
Yeah.
you're not sitting there trying to
Do
change
it. Yeah, you have
100
to
end
do
screens.
each one.
Exactly. With TubeBuddy, you make the mold kind of
Okay.
of like what end screens you want,
Yeah.
and then you go and hit bulk, and
And
it
then
does it
apply
too.
it to all your videos. Oh, wow.
And same with the cards. You know what a card is?
Not really.
It's
Explain
like the
it
little shit that pops up, and like if you want to see this right now, click here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like if we're talking, and I'm like, yeah, check out my last video, and then it'll pop up at the top of the
Yes,
screen.
that's a card.
That's a card. Okay.
Yeah. So these ones too, you can do. These ones are not better, but you can put more than one. While the end screen is, you can put more than one. I think you can put 4 max, but it's only at the end of your video. So when the people don't watch your video till the end, then they don't see it. But the card, you can put like a lot of them. I don't know how many, but you can put a lot. So, but you don't want to know your viewers either. So, you know.
Wow.
And those ones you can do the bulk also with those.
With the cards.
Yes. So that really like help with the marketing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I got a new video out, and then if you watch my old video, like you just found me, you watch one of my old video, and you're like, oh, that was interesting. You watch me until the end. It's telling you, okay, now go watch this.
What?
So yeah, that's a really good tool.
So cards, end screens, and damn, yeah, that's interesting too, buddy.
Yeah, it's
TubeBuddy.
good, and it's like if you want to do the bulk, it's like $20 a month, but it's worth it when you know you're monetized.
Especially when you want to put all your attention and your energy into YouTube, like you want to have all the tools accessible to you to help grow your channel.
Because it's going to become so frustrating when you put all that work to make a good video and it doesn't get views.
Oh, man, that's the most depressing thing.
My God.
I put a video out, that shit get 10 views. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
And you know it's fire. That's the other part. It's like, yo, the quality of this, like nobody's seeing it. Like that's, so TubeBuddy helps with that. Like, okay.
Yeah.
What about thumbnails and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, that's super important. I would say that's the biggest thing. I mean, I know people used to tell me, oh, you're clickbaiting. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just click. Like, just fucking click. You know?
Shut the fuck up. Just click.
But that's when I was doing the the entertainment news. Because, you know, you got to have like a spicy title, you know? Now with the relationship, it's a little easier because it's like, people kind of want to know already, like, how to do stuff.
Yeah, so they just see the title. They just like, all right, cool.
Exactly, but my thumbnails be crazy, too.
Yeah, I see it, though.
But it's so important because that's the first thing they see, because that's the biggest thing when people come, especially if they come on the phone, because mostly now people watch YouTube on the phone. It's not on the computer.
True, yeah, phones, tablets, and all
exactly. So so the thumbnail is the biggest thing they see. So if they see something crazy, they're, oh, I gotta click it. Sometimes they don't even read the title.
It just has to be that visual, like captivating, like,
it's like, oh, I gotta click
I gotta
that.
see this. What is this?
Exactly.
And then wow.
So I know a lot of people do clickbait and people hate it.
But I mean, that's what it is, though. Like, you know, like everybody does it, just on different levels.
You do a little bit. You know, you can't be like all the way off.
Yeah, but everybody. I mean, like even the top TMZ.
You just gassed it a little bit.
Yeah, you just.
I mean, I know some big YouTubers. I'm not gonna say their name. They're still doing it. Like they might have like something super small. That's the interesting part.
Yeah.
But their whole video is something totally different.
Yeah.
But they're going to title that video for like that 5-second part that they have. And they're like, I didn't lie. That was in there, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker, I was looking for like a real video, not you like doing that shit 5 seconds. But hey.
That's how it is.
It works. So even big YouTubers are still doing it. So.
Okay. Well, we're going to change some batteries real quick. We'll be right back.
Okay.
With Melli Monaco. Hey, so we were talking about YouTube and, you know, how you're starting your channel. I want to take this second half and get into like the Pineapple Show.
Okay.
It's a great fucking show. Like
Thank you.
It's genius. Like it's really genius what you're doing. And before we get into it, if you could just tell the people what that is for the people that don't know what the Pineapple Show is.
Okay.
Tell the people what it is. So
the Pineapple Show is a virtual dating show where I bring a girl from Instagram, or in the beginning it was my friends, because I was like, oh, the Instagram girls are not gonna fuck with me. Yeah. I didn't have the blue check at the time, so I was like, they might not respond, and especially if they have more followers than you. Yeah. They're like, who the fuck are you telling me you're gonna get some followers? Because a lot of those girls, it's like, oh, she got a blue check and she's telling me she can get me followers. Okay, I'll fuck with her. So I know it helped. Oh, yeah. And a lot of people are like, oh, what's a blue check now? No, it helps. It still helps, because I saw the difference. Because I got the blue check maybe not too long ago, like, maybe 4 or 5 months ago. Oh, okay. Before that, it was a little hard to get the girls. Now,
they coming.
It's easy. I get people asking me, can I be on the show?
So they coming to you now. It's like,
so it's a little easier now.
The blue check, the power of the blue check.
It still helps.
That's great.
And so I bring a girl. It's on Mondays and Wednesdays. I started just with one day. Okay. And now I have a second day. And
by popular demand.
Yeah. And you want a third day? I got you. And so I bring the girl. So it's me and the girl. I ask her where she's from. She's single, what she's looking for in a man. Yeah. And then guys come on one by one. They talk to her. They ask her questions. She asks them questions. I ask questions, like difficult questions, to make them a little uncomfortable. Because, some girls are going to make you uncomfortable. So I'm like, you got to be prepared. Yeah. And if the girl is not really feeling them, or she's not interested, or she's bored, or whatever, she's not attracted to him, she says pineapple. And then he gets kicked out.
Pineapples. If he don't stop.
Yeah.
So it's like speed dating. Mm-hmm. It's like a virtual speed dating.
Yeah.
But that shit is hilarious, because the shit that those guys be coming on, it's so crazy. You think it's fake that.
Mm-hmm. That people
come
actually
on
like this.
Act like this.
Yeah.
Oh, Cordero, you're spitting. What you doing?
Oh, my bad. I'm brushing my teeth. My bad. Give me 1 second.
I don't wait. I do not wait.
Then what you want, then?
Pineapple.
I told you.
No, he literally. Y'all men.
Yeah, and you see their environment, you see their house, you see what they're wearing, you see how you got people doing poetry and rapping.
Yo! If you want it tonight.
And they really
people laying down, no shirt on, like just all type of
and
crazy.
some it'd be like hard. I'm like, oh man, don't pineapple. Like he's really trying.
He's nice.
Yeah, it'd be like a sweet. It's like, damn, but he's like, his heart is there, but he just doesn't have the looks, and it's just like, damn, she gonna pineapple this motherfucker.
Yeah, but I feel like also for the girls, it kind of, some of the girls expose themselves too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I don't want, like, I know I get a lot of DMs talking about, what you do on your channel, like helping men. Yeah. Then you do the pineapple show that goes totally against helping men. I'm like, motherfucker, you can't come to a show looking crazy, trying to talk to a bitch, talking about like, no, you're looking crazy. Yes, she's gonna say pineapple. How about you come correct? But they want to come at me telling me, oh, you're not helping men. That's just for clout. And I'm like,
because you were helping men on your other on the advice on the channel with the like, I don't know, she's a thought and all of that. So you're already giving game to guys about that. So the show is more for them to come and apply, if they watch anything that I do, to come and apply and talk to a girl, maybe get a girl, maybe they really want to get a girl, you know, or just rehearse. Yeah. That's rehearsal for you for when you're out there. Now you know what the fuck you're doing. Like you talk about something sexual 5 seconds in the conversation. She says pineapple. Now you know not to talk about sex 5 minutes in the conversation. But they be mad. And I'm like, how are you mad when you just meet me and you want to talk about sex in 5 minutes? I'm like, are you crazy? Oh, those girls. No, it's not the girls. At this point, it's you. Yeah. But like I was saying, the girls sometimes are a little out there, Yeah. But I think that's just the culture we're in. And that's why I wanted to really help men, because I feel like life is way harder when you're a man, because nobody is going to come and save you if you're a dude. Like, nobody. Like, I mean, unless you're lucky, you get rich parents or something, or you have a sugar mama that want to take care of you or something. Yeah. But nobody's coming to save you for real. Yeah. So I was like, as girls, if let's say one day I want to stop working, I mean, I'm not that type of woman, but let's say I become that type of woman and I'm like, you know
what? Fuck working. Somebody is going to take care of me.
Yeah.
They're going to come and give me what I want.
Yeah.
So I was always like, I wouldn't be able to live thinking about money constantly, thinking about, oh my God, I got to do this because I need to pay this bill and this and that.
Yeah.
And I feel like for men, especially men who are still like kind of like struggling, trying to make it happen, I'm like, I would be so fucking stressed out on a regular, thinking about how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to make money? And then I'm dealing with bitches that are stressing me out even more, and I'm spending my money on them, and they're still not grateful.
It is still
I'm
not
like,
grateful.
I'm like, no, but some guys do it to themselves though.
Yeah, yeah.
They do it to themselves. Like they see the bitch and they're still going for it. I'm like, what are you?
What are you doing?
And then you come to me. Well, I didn't know. No, you knew.
You do?
You just saw the pussy. You saw the body. You were like, I want that.
Yeah, I want that.
So I get it.
Yeah.
But then don't come and complain about how women are treating you because most of them show you who they are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. And that's crazy to say that because you're giving people like the guys who don't know how to approach women. That's how that first channel, the second channel, like started because you were giving like advice to them, like you know what to do in bed and what this and that and how to know she's a thought and like and you did that because you know, like the first time we did this. I'm trying to remember when we did the first take.
You already didn't know the answer.
When we wasn't recording, I already know the answer, but I'm like, shit. But you were saying like your following was, you looked at your analytics and everybody, all your subscribers were men.
Yeah, 97%. So it's like, I need to cater to men.
Yeah.
And also it goes really well with me because most of my friends are men. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, you're a whore. You be fucking, you know, but it's still my choice to fuck or not.
Yeah.
You know, so.
It's still my choice.
Exactly. But because at the end of the day, I feel like I'll never have a guy friend if I'm going with that mentality of like, oh, you might try to fuck or whatever. It might be different when I get a dude, you know? Yeah. If I get a dude and I have a lot of guy friends, I may be like, yo, meet my guy friend or whatever. Or if he's not cool with it, if I'm seeing something serious in the dude I'm with, I'm going to cut them off.
Cut them off,
like, because it's not, I mean, it might be that serious because they're really good friends, but it's okay. Like, because am I living for my friends or am I living for a partner?
Exactly.
Like my partner is, when I'll have one, is way more important than my friend. And that's what it's going to be. So if I got to make that sacrifice, I'll make it. Yeah. But until then, my friends are guys.
Oh, really?
Because them bitches be crazy. Like between the jealousy, the sneakiness. Can we say sneakiness?
Yeah, we can say whatever.
Is that a word?
I guess. It's
I
a
don't
word
know.
now, if it's not.
It's the sneakiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't deal with that. Even if guys might be sneaky because they want to fuck.
Yeah.
But at least they're still pretty genuine. They're more helpful. I mean, at least that's my experience with that I've had with guys compared to women. And also I think it's cultural. When I was back home, I was able to have female friends. When I got out here, impossible. It's just so crazy. And then the few friends I have are people that are not from here. So I really think it's something cultural.
It's a cultural thing, yeah.
America has built a lot of women to just like be like, I'm gonna get what I want from a nigga, la la la, you know. And I'm like, how about you get your own money, especially now?
How about you get independent?
Exactly, and not independent to the point like, oh, I don't need a man because I don't like that either. Like I need a fucking man.
It's a balance,
you know? Exactly, but it's just I don't know. Like just using people. It's a big culture in America of using people. And I'm like, what's going on?
He said, what's going on in this place?
Or maybe where I come from, it's a little more hidden. Yeah. It's not as open. So you're like, oh no, that's really my friend. Maybe he's doing you wrong.
No, but they're real clever with it.
They are, and I respect that, you know. But here it's like so fucking obvious, and I'm like, wow, wow. You know, people you don't hear from, and then they have the audacity to call you asking you for money. I'm like, we're friends like that? We're friends like that. I didn't know, because I haven't heard from you in 4 months. But now you need something, and you know my number.
Yeah, you know my number.
I don't know. I don't get it, but hey.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's why
that's the world we're in.
Women,
you cater more to the men.
To the men.
That's like
I mean,
What
don't
you
get me
think?
wrong. I wish I had girlfriends. I want girlfriends, but I just feel like I haven't met the girlfriends that are like good for me.
Genuine, good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's, I mean, like you said, you found your audience and
Yeah. And
you
it's
catered.
me.
You catered to that, like, and
You have
that's
to.
key. That's key. Like you not ignoring it. Like you see 97%, men, and you're like, okay, you can't do nothing for women. And they gonna flock or they gonna leave. It's like,
Exactly.
no, this is what it is. I need to cater to this audience, and that's how you start to build everything.
And the couple of times that I made videos for women, because on my channel the guys are talking about, well, why don't you tell women? Because I have some videos that are kind of harsh towards men too. I'm like, yo, you look pathetic. Like,
Yeah.
what are you fucking doing? Are you a pussy right now? And I don't like to call men pussy or whatever, but it's more like in your action and what you do. And I'm like, you're acting like a pussy right now. Like, this girl is working all over you. And, as women, we want somebody masculine. So as soon as you show a little sign of pussiness, we're like,
Pussiness.
I mean, I understand when you're in a relationship, you can be a little more vulnerable
Yeah.
with your girl and stuff like that. But, like, there's just, I mean, how they call it out here, like simps. That do everything for the girl and don't get anything in return. I'm like, you're tripping. What are you doing?
Yeah, hell no.
So yeah.
To transition into like the pineapple, so you started doing that to cater to
For them to try.
And where did you come up with the name?
Okay, so I had this girl. Her name is Mello. I met her in New York, and she was like super cool, super spicy. And New York girls, like I really like their personality. That's a place I actually want to move to because I feel like the people are more real, more genuine, and I'm like, I really like that. So she's one of those people. And her name is Mello. So she came on, and at the time I was just starting off. That was, I think, maybe episode like 3, but it wasn't really a show. I was trying something out.
Okay.
And that's why I feel like people need to try out a lot and not get discouraged or feel like, oh, it's not working. But it's like, if you feel like it's not working, don't give up.
Yeah.
Just try to tweak it. Maybe there is something you're doing that's not like catching the audience.
Yeah.
And because that was the live. So the Pineapple Show is live.
Okay.
So before I was only doing like posting regular videos and, I get the views and that's it. But now I'm doing those live. So I started by doing just people would come on and they would talk to me about their issues. And I would say, well, I think she might be cheating. I think she might be checked out, kind of like giving my opinion because people want to tell me I'm a coach. I'm like, I am not a coach. Yeah. I just give my opinion.
You give your advice. You're like, this is my opinion.
That's my opinion. It might not be all the way 100% true, but that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
So then I started doing that, and I was like, okay, let me cater a little more to the man. Yeah. Let me see like a dating show. So I did that, and it didn't have a name. I just was like, hey, you want to talk to her? Come tonight. And then she came on. She was super fun. And at some point, she's talking to a dude, and supposedly she's giving me the eye. And I'm like, I'm looking, because it's virtual.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm like,
virtual,
I'm not, but I'm like, yo, what's going on? And but she's still talking. The dude's still talking. And then we finally exactly. So we hung up, but like nicely, like, oh, okay. It was a long time talking. Like, okay, we're gonna move on to the next guy. Yeah. And then, as soon as we hung up, she's like, Melli. I'm like, what? Yeah. She's like, you didn't see this whole time I'm trying to get out of this conversation.
You didn't get the signs. You see the eye contact.
I was like, damn, I didn't see. I was like, okay, so we need something. And she was like, let's have a safe word. Yeah. And I was like, okay, what you want to say that's going to let me know we need to go? Yeah. She's like, pineapple. Pineapples! I was like, all right. So we did that. And everybody that came on after, because the show was on probably for like 30 minutes until that part happened. Yeah. And then from now on, she started saying pineapple when she was done talking to a dude. And then I went to sleep and I woke up in the morning and I was like, the pineapple show? Something that easy. You're like, yeah, why not?
Pineapple show.
All right.
Dang.
So that's how it started.
That's how it came out. And it's been hidden, man.
It's been good.
It's very entertaining.
I can't complain.
Yeah, like it's really, really, really good. And like when you do that, like what's your goal with it? Like, do you have a goal with like where you want to take it? Because I'm surprised. I don't know if people have hit you up about that or like It's really fucking good. Like with all the dating shows and reality shows, I was like, yo, that'll be good. But
yeah,
I'm
I mean,
curious to see what you say.
I think it's because it's virtual. I'm thinking I would like to go to a network and pitch it and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but because it's virtual, now I feel like for a network to pick it up would be more. We gotta make it live, like in person. And I'm like, I'm not trying. Like some girls, okay, one girl came on. She pineappled 122 guys in one night. So I'm like, if we get those type of girls, I'm not bringing looking for 100 people in LA, and then that just reduces my pool of like people in LA only if we're doing it in person. But I mean, if it's picked up by a network, they'll find the people.
Yeah,
So
they get that done.
So I was thinking something like that. I would love to, but I don't know. You still gotta have the connects, and a lot of people have seen it, but nobody like serious has reached out talking about, yo, I can help you with that.
Yeah.
So, but it's coming.
Yeah, no, it's coming because it's very entertaining. Like, y'all should definitely check it out. The Pineapple Show, it's very entertaining. Like,
Thank you.
It's very entertaining. And you're starting new channels, right? You say you're starting like 2 new channels?
Yeah. So now I do a talent show.
A talent show?
Yes.
Well, they was already doing. I was watching these motherfuckers be doing talent shows to impress the girls. They were like singing. And
I know
shit.
they were singing when they're talking to the girl.
Yeah.
Now it's a talent show, so so that's on Thursdays, and I bring a guest judge because I'm like, okay, who am I? What are my credits in the music industry? I make music, but it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, every week I bring a guest judge that kind of has some type of pull in the music industry, or that people should be seen by this person, like to maybe help them, or maybe not even, I'm not talking about signing or anything, but maybe just to get some feedback and see what they need to work on.
Yeah.
Or if the shit is good or super
Just
bad.
like, go trash it.
Exactly. So so that's what I'm doing now. So
Nice.
I had a A&R, I had a Grammy Award producer.
Oh shit.
Tonight I have a Grammy artist. I'm like, yo.
Come on now.
Yeah, so I'm trying to bring it back to the people in a way, because
Yeah.
I'm like, everybody is supporting me by watching my shit, even if it's like I'm creating something for people to watch.
Yeah.
But people don't have to watch my shit.
Yeah.
People might find me annoying and they don't come because usually I be yelling. So today it's weird. I have a mic. I don't need to be
you gotta
yelling,
yell, yeah.
but I know I'm still yelling a little bit.
I'm adjusting the levels
we're
like
exactly. But no, I'm like, it's cool to give back to the people, and sometimes it's like, giving back is also selfish. It makes you feel good when you give back.
It's like a gift. I mean, it's like gifts.
Exactly.
You give somebody a gift so you can see
their reaction. And they're like, oh my God, they like it so much. And then I go home and I'm like, damn, I spent so much money. She better like it.
She better like the motherfucking gift. Like,
exactly.
Because you'll be pissed. And she's like, oh, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know how much I spent on that? You better give me a
Exactly.
better reaction.
Give it back. We'll return it. Yeah.
Wow.
So-
So you're doing a talent show?
Talent
and then
show.
what's
So
the
that
other one?
started today's episode 7. So it's only 7 weeks in, and
Okay.
we're still figuring it out.
Nice. Is there a name for it?
Did someone lie to you?
Did someone lie to you? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much people just come in. So it's the same thing as kind of like the Pineapple Show.
They come
I'm
on live?
using the same.
Okay.
So they come live. So it's 3 on the screen, me, the guest judge, and the artist.
You can do it, you can do it, you can do it like me. My way to 360, my way to 360. Got all the girls that want to be wifey. Okay, you know what it is.
And they do their thing. The guests just give their opinion, and then at the end we do a top 5, because on YouTube you can do polls.
No, I don't know.
You don't know that?
You can do polls?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not cheating on you.
You about to shit on my subscriber count.
I'm not cheating on you. I don't know when those come,
Okay.
but at some point, or maybe right away, I don't know,
You can do polls.
because they just started. Not just, but it's kind of like a new feature. So I don't know if you get it right away or if you get it with a certain amount of subs.
Okay.
And you ask a question or do something, and then you can kind of like on Instagram.
On Instagram where you do
when
a little
you
poll
do the
thing.
poll.
Yeah,
Exactly the same.
So they do that on YouTube.
On
Okay.
YouTube. They're copying.
Yeah. They get
So
do
they
that.
all got to do it. So so we do a poll for the top 5 and who comes from that, because it's so many people. I'm so shocked that it's so many people coming to perform. Some people will be sounding crazy. We be laughing. Like, the show is funny, we laugh, but we do get some real talent too.
Told them a vision, got labeled the villain. I act with this tattoo of boss. Life is a gamble, I'm winning the toss. My lawyer.
So it's a good balance of not so good and really like really good people.
Yeah.
And in the top 5, then we get, because it's probably like a good 20 people that come almost every night, almost every Thursday. 20 artists come and showcase their talent.
Wow.
And it's not even, I post about it on Instagram, but at this point it's like because the channel is bigger.
Yeah.
Now you don't really even have to do the promo. So that's why like I feel like people should always try to see further than where they are right now, because if I looked at where I was before, I was like, damn it, nobody's gonna come, nobody's gonna fuck with me, you know, shit like that. And now I see I don't even have to present it, they're coming.
Build it and they will come.
Exactly.
That's where it's at. So the talent show's the other, and what's the other channel?
The other channel, I'm starting it. There is nothing yet there, but it's a car review channel.
Oh man.
So so maybe you might help me. I just created a poll because we're still looking for the name.
Okay.
And it's so my subscribers, they've helped me because I like to get them involved. Also, that's a thing. Get your people involved. Like
get your people involved.
Yeah, because they feel like the channel is part of their shit. You know, it's like on the Pineapple Show. They can comment during the live, and they're so fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, they be
It's
funny.
like, I love my stuff.
Popping up, and they be roasting people. I'll be like, yo,
like, oh
this
my
is
God.
hilarious.
And then for me to stay straight.
Oh, no, you be over there. Crack.
Sometimes I can't.
Yeah,
Like, it's too much.
No, they be going in on them. I'm like, damn.
Exactly, but the fact that you incorporate them in your shit, they really feel like, yo, she's my friend. I know her. And I know a lot of people try to kind of like stay distant from their fan because they want to feel like they're more like the celebrity.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm like, to me, that's bullshit. Like, I want to be accessible. I want you to be able to send me an email. Not saying I'm respond to everybody, but I want you to have that option. And sometimes when people write me like funny shit or stuff like, oh my God, I really love what you do. You really help me in something. I might respond like something quick, like, I appreciate you. You know, a little something. And I feel like being really involved with your audience is what's going to make them stay and really fuck with you.
Be involved with your audience, man. That's a good one.
So the core review, the channel, so they helped me with that because I was like, I can't think of a name. I don't know how I want to call it. So I made a poll, but I'm going to ask you what you think. Okay. So...
I'm on the spot now.
you can, I mean, if you don't like any, you just, it's trash. All of them trash. So it's Fast Lane Melli.
Fast Lane Melli, okay.
Melli Motors.
Melli Motors.
Or Melli's Super Car Garage or Super Garage.
I like Melli Motors. That gave me the most like Melli Motors. It just rolls off the tongue. Melli Motors.
Yeah, I think it's the double M, you know, like Melli Monaco too.
Yeah, exactly. Melli Motors,
And right now on the poll, that's what it's showing.
Okay, yeah.
So
I was like, just when you said it, I was like, okay, Fast Lane Melli, okay.
Yeah.
Melli Motors. That one was like,
I think so. So
Melli
we'll
Motors,
see.
okay. And you're gonna be reviewing different cars and stuff.
Yes, so I started already. I flew to New York on Monday night. Right after the Pineapple Show, I flew to New York, got to New York in the morning, hella early. Yeah. And I started reviewing 5 cars. I had like a McLaren, a Ferrari, a Ghost.
And you're reviewing them. You're driving them too.
Yes.
You got to give the full experience.
The full experience, because I mean that's the part I want to do. The talking about the shit.
I want to get in that motherfucker.
Well, when they're out, watch and you'll see. Like I'm just out of control, yelling when I'm driving. It's so much fun.
Oh, I can't wait. I love cars, so that's gonna be tight.
And I also think in that industry, it's not that many women, and I feel like I want to represent more women in that aspect. Yeah. And not a lot of black women for sure.
Oh yeah.
So
and that's gonna expand your audience even more because you tap into a whole nother lane. Like you have the Pineapple Show, you have all these other, your fan base is so spread out. But you going into that now is like that's a whole nother thing. So that's gonna be dope.
So I'm excited. I'm super excited about driving cars.
Yeah,
like,
you must be driving them cars, man.
And watch, I'm gonna manifest getting a fucking Lambo because I want a Lambo so bad, but.
Lambo, the Lambo car or Lambo truck?
No. We don't do truck over here.
We don't do truck over here.
No trucks over here. Only cars.
I saw on your channel, You bought a Porsche.
Yes.
How do you like it?
It's cool.
You said it's cool.
No, I mean, I sound like a fucking brat, but it's like when you go from the Porsche is really nice. It's a 911.
Yeah.
I love it. But then when you get into those Lambos and McLaren, it's very different.
It's a different space.
Yes.
That's a different, yeah.
So
Porsche is-
yeah,
yeah,
I like it,
Yeah.
And most people, they're gonna have the Lambo, and it's not gonna be their daily driving car,
everyday car. Yeah,
Yes.
that's like the special. Like, I'll take that one for
Exactly. So I'm like, yeah, it's different. But no, I love it. It's a cool car.
Like, you got that with YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to start a YouTube channel. How was that, though? Like, how long did it take you to be able to do that?
Well,
Because that's a big, like, accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I have a lot of friends who do YouTube and stuff like that, and it's just the journey to be able to monetize. Because they always like, yo, YouTube changed my life, Rickey. YouTube changed my life. Like, I quit my job now, and I'm just like, what?
yes.
Like,
yes.
so how long, did it? Was that with your first channel? Was that your second channel? Like,
Well, the thing with me, I don't spend that much money. I'm not like, I like jewelry, but very like small. So it's not like the expensive shit.
Yeah.
It gotta be gold, but it's still no. It gotta be gold because I'm lazy. So I'm not gonna take my jewelry off. So I'm gonna take showers with them. So if it's not gold,
Yeah,
my
it's gonna be
skin is
green,
gonna
it'll be
turn.
itching,
Exactly.
yeah.
But it's small, so it's not expensive. I'm not big on clothes. It's like you give me a $20 dress. If it looks good, I'm wearing it.
Yeah.
My only thing now might be like sneakers. I really like Jordan 1s, 3s, and 4s. So that might be where I spend some money on a regular.
Yeah.
But really where I spend money is my car and my apartment because I record at home.
It's nice. It's nice. It's very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. But it's like I need to feel good in a space.
In certain spaces, yeah.
Because go and try to create content when like you're going through it.
Yeah.
Unless your content is about struggling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like my content, it's like I come on and I'm all fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't feeling good, that would be so tough for me to do. And I was like, I'm gonna record from home.
Yeah.
My home gotta be like something that I wanna be in.
Yeah.
And not like, oh my God, I hate coming home.
I hate going home. I gotta record these videos.
Exactly.
It is showing your videos, but it's like
Yes.
it's like it's nice. You have a beautiful view, windows, everything is nice. So it's like an aesthetic that's presented. So when you're in there, it's automatically you lean forward. It's like, oh man, it's just nice to look at. Like yeah.
I've always saved. Like I save or I invest my money.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's purely YouTube.
Okay.
Because I was bartending for a long time, like putting in those hours, dealing with motherfuckers drunk, cursing me out, throwing money in my face, fighting, all that shit. I was dealing with that. But that was great money.
Yeah.
Like the nightlife is great money.
Yeah.
Especially in Atlanta. So yeah, that shit is no joke.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a combination of like me saving, bartending, the channels, and I mean that's my second Porsche 911. I had one before. I think you saw it. Before the pandemic, I had a black one.
It was black. Okay, I thought I don't know. I thought it was blue. Black. Yeah, it was black.
So I had it, and then the pandemic hit. I was like, I'm not paying for this shit. So I hit them up, and I was like, yo, would you take it back? And they were like, yeah, we'll take it back. And they took it.
What?
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it was a lease, so I guess it's...
Okay.
But they didn't...
How long did you have it? You were like, yeah, y'all take this shit back? Like,
I had it for, like, maybe a year and a half, and the lease was, like, 3 years, and they were like, let's see.
I took this shit hella early then, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was like, I'm in the house, not going nowhere. Then I went to Atlanta for the pandemic to make some more money.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not keeping that. I mean, I think the car note at that point for that car was like $1,600.
1,600?
Mm-hmm. So I was like, 1,600 and you're just parked.
1,600 for the note?
Yeah. And you don't want to know. You don't want another one now. I mean, it's a newer car.
Yeah. So because the other one was older. So
it was a 2019. This one is a 2022. So
1,600 for the note on a lease.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can buy it at the end if you want.
Yeah, right. But I always thought like the lease would be cheaper. I thought it'd be like, okay, maybe I think maybe like a rack, maybe closer to a rack. I think 16.
I mean, I didn't put any money down, so
Oh, okay.
So maybe.
Yeah. 16, so the new one, that's like two.
I don't know. I don't know. But
You
yeah,
know.
but I feel like
That's crazy.
I do. I know people always say, "Oh, it's stupid to spend money on cars and stuff." But
No, but it's where you
I
place
gotta
it.
use my
Yeah.
money somewhere. Like I'm not
Yeah.
just here, like really going hard on my shit to not use my money.
No.
And that's what people like sometimes forget. Like, yeah, you want to hustle, you want to do all that shit, but why are you hustling? Like
wanna
I don't have
experience
kids.
that? Yeah.
Yes, I have my family. I help them out and stuff, but I still like. I need to enjoy my fucking money, and if
Yeah.
my money is like in cars, well, that's where I'm gonna spend it.
Yeah, and
So
and it's where I mean everybody has a different thing. Like yours is cars, your home. Other people may be like traveling or
clothes.
purses or
Most
whatever.
of those girls,
yeah,
clothes.
it's
Like,
clothes. So it's like you put it where you want the most happiness or what
Yes.
you value the most or whatever.
Exactly.
So that's yeah. Whatever you want to do is how you do it, man.
yes,
But that's dope. Like the whole thing, because how you able to take care of yourself is YouTube. That's why I always tell people it's like there's so many ways of going at different careers, and the internet
it's a good place.
It's
I
a-
mean, it's volatile a little bit, but when you figure it out, it's pretty good.
yeah, like and I've seen, that's what I'm saying, I see a lot of my other friends, and I'm just like, man, that's crazy. It's like YouTube, like the internet or TikTok or whatever. There's so many places that you can monetize your content.
Yeah.
And like that's where I'm at now. Like I don't be like unless I'm promoting something or I'm getting paid. I'm not just posting to be posting.
Exactly.
Anymore. Like
Yeah.
my time is too valuable. I can't just be like, oh, hey guys, check me out. I'm over here. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Am I getting paid for that? Then I ain't posting
Exactly.
it. So that's what I'm really like.
So I'm
focused
getting
on.
paid for this. For this.
All right, guys. This is a great episode. This is a friend favor, like how you said, like with your pineapple show, how you were getting your friends in the beginning. This is
That's your beginning.
now.
I
Now,
agree.
once I'll be able to sponsor this, and I got a
Yes.
crew and everybody, then I'll be
Yes.
like, hey, Melli, come on, I'll pay you to
Yes.
come on. You feel me? So
No, but
you're here for the growth.
one more thing I want to say is also when you do your content, like for example, for me, like I wanted to act.
Yeah.
That's how I started, really. I wanted to act. It didn't really pan out for me. And so then I started being like, yo, what can I do where it's maybe some type of acting? Because when I record by myself, it's me, but it's still some type of acting.
Yeah.
And create your own content. And I know like a lot of people are like, start creating your own content. Don't
Yeah.
wait on these people
Yeah.
to fucking hire you. And also with that, I feel like there's not one way into the industry that you wanna get in.
No, there's
like
not.
for example, I do music now.
Yeah, that's what I was
And-
gonna touch on. I want to get on the music.
Okay,
Yeah.
and-
But go ahead.
And
yeah.
I feel like because I have a platform due to like me and the relationship or whatever I've been doing since,
Yeah.
it's like now people see the music side. And I'm not saying, I'm not on music wise or or anything, but it's always a way back to what you really want to do. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's going to be a way back for me at some point. People are going to be like, you know what, we're going to hire this girl to come on set because she's the French girl that talk about relationship. We're going to give her a role.
Yeah.
And then right there, you come back into acting.
Yeah.
So I feel
Full
like
circle.
it's always like,
But you didn't wait for that opportunity to present itself.
Yeah.
You're taking the opportunity. And that's, I feel, important for a lot of people to know, is that you can't wait for, Hollywood or the music world or whatever
Yeah.
to validate you and give you, like, with these platforms, the YouTube, the Instagram, the TikTok, and all this stuff, you can have
Yeah.
what you want. You can put your own content out. You can make people see you. And with what you're doing and creating channels and growing your own following, you're going to make, because Hollywood it's a business. Like,
if they see you
if they
popping,
see you
they're going to
popping,
come.
your video's doing millions, you getting hella streams. It's like, yo, who is this?
Yeah.
Now they're coming to you, and then now you have leverage. So
Yeah.
since you have the leverage, as opposed to them going to somebody, if you were just starting and you weren't Melli Monaco and didn't have all that you have now, they could lowball you and be like, okay, you should
Yeah.
be happy to be on our platform.
Yeah,
Okay.
for
But you've done the work outside and built your own, empire, your own platform up. Now it's like, you better come with me with the right numbers, because
Exactly.
I'm getting X, Y, and Z over here. So you're gonna have to compensate. Or I don't
I'm
need
good.
you. I don't need you.
I'm
I have
good.
my own There's no middleman. You have a direct line to your consumer. So that's dope. I love seeing that shit because that's what it's about. It's really about taking what you have, taking your talents and building your own thing. Like the only thing is just putting in that work. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Putting that work in, because you can do it. You can, because now, it's only a matter of time before you're on a show or acting in some form, like, because you're putting in the work. You feel me? For sure. And that's what people think they just have to do it one way. Like, I have to do the auditions or whatever. But it's like, yo, you may be really good at building a YouTube channel or doing your own content. Yeah. That's dope too, because when you're creating your own content, you're free. You get to do what you want. When you do an audition, you kind of have to do it. You have to fit in their realm or whatever. But man, take advantage of you being able to do your own thing. Yeah, I think there's not just one way to get into something. So, and everybody's journey is very different. Yeah. Like I hear a lot of people are like, well, you need to do it like this and like this because look at this famous person that did it like that. I'm like, okay, that's one famous person that did it like that and that made it happen, and now you want this to be the example. No. I'm like, no, it worked for them. Yeah. It might not work for you. So how about you let me try how I want to try it, you know? Because I know a lot of people that just want to audition and it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. And that's what wasn't going anywhere for me. And I was like, fuck this shit. But you had let me go do something else. The self-awareness to know that, okay, this ain't working. I need to switch something up. I need to do something else. Yeah. Instead of like, you know what I got to do, like what they say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over, expecting different results. But you were like, you know what, this ain't working. I'm gonna do this now. Yeah, but a lot of people see it as, well, you quit. I'm like, I didn't quit. I'm not saying I'll never act. Yeah. I'm just saying right now I'm focusing on what's working for me and then watch me come back to the acting. Yeah. I don't need to act like right now. Yeah. I have time. There's actors that are old as hell. They're looking for old people acting. Everybody. Like actors, so, you don't have a shelf life as an actor. It's not like NBA or NFL or any sport. Yeah. Where it's like, yo, once you hit 50, you can't play that shit no more. Nobody's going to pay you millions of dollars to do that. Actors, we need you. Clint Eastwood, because you're imitating real life. And real life is everybody. Everybody. It's old, young, babies, teenagers, college, on the deathbed. Like, you see everybody. Clint Eastwood is like 90-something years old and still acting. It's like, exactly. But that's because there's no shelf life. So you can always come back to it. There's always going to be roles for actors. But yeah, that's dope. It's dope what you're doing. And you, to wrap things up, you started music as you were doing your YouTube. Like, how did you get into the music? So you were like, so the music is about now maybe 2 years in. 2 years, okay. Yeah, and it's funny because I started when they took my first channel. Oh, when music? YouTube took my first channel, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm seeing everybody, they can make it in the music. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna make a hit. Yeah. Realize real quick, this is not how it's gonna work. Because I've never done music, don't know if I was good or not. I mean, I know I wasn't good because I went back and looked at one of my first videos, like, who told me that the song was good enough for me to go fucking record it in the first place? And then drop a music video. I was like, I don't have friends. Because now I listen and I'm like, oh my God, you were so trash. But that's a good thing, though, that you're able to identify that. Because that shows growth. Because if you're like, man, this shit's still fine, it's like, no. But you're able to go back and be like, what the fuck? But that means you've grown as an artist. Yeah, for sure. And I'm still looking at it and I'm like, I want to take that shit down. It's not a good look. And I'm like, fuck it. No, it's like people can see, like, okay, that's when she started. That's where she's at right now. Yeah. And a lot of people just want to be there when it's like time to shine. And I'm like, no, you were not. I mean, maybe you were born really good. You might have that gift, but a lot of people need to work. Yeah, no. And then they become really good. Yeah. So I was like, I can live it. I mean, it has a lot of views too, so I'm like, it's still giving me money. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna stay up. Yeah, keep it up. Show your girls. People like, dang, this is where she's at now. Look where she's now. Like, I love that. Like, you can see the journey of it all. Man, this is amazing, Melli. Like, this was dope, man. We did it twice. We did this shit twice. But it was fun. I learned a lot. Hopefully a lot of people out there watching learned a lot as well. Just about your journey and how you maneuver things is really, really inspiring. Thank you. I would say, what advice would you give someone who's like on the fence about like YouTube. Like,
YouTube.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the YouTube thing. Should I? Or like,
I mean,
they feel like there's a, because you know there used to be like a stigma with
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, or like if you're about to be an actor or something like that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, what would you give? What advice or tips would you give to someone like that?
I kind of feel like if you're on the fence to do it, don't do it. Like, I don't know. I'm talking about myself. It's more like when they told me, because me, I'm about money.
Yeah.
So you're not going to play with my money. So when I see an opportunity and I'm like, I can do it,
Yeah.
I'm going to go and do it. It doesn't matter if it's hard work or, you know, I'm just going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
So if you're not sure, it might not be for you. And I think that's it. I think
That's your advice. Like,
I mean, it might sound,
that's the thing. Like, everybody's different. Like, you like, yo.
it might sound basic, but I feel like YouTube, you're gonna have to put in a lot of work. So if you're not sure you want to work, don't do it. Like,
Ooh, gyms. Let's see how to do it. Don't do it. You ain't putting the work, because it's a lot. It's a lot of
like I be sitting here on like every day. I was gonna say Saturday, Sunday, like it's the off day. It's not off. It's
on.
the whole week. You know, I be
Yeah.
sitting here at night, late night, editing, and thinking of ideas. It's constant. That's
Yeah.
the thing with YouTube, and that's when I think of the downfall a little bit. It's like, you know, you don't have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
If you stop creating, your money is gonna go down. While you have a regular job, a 9 to 5, or you know whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. So you need to make sure that you can have the mindset of like, it's okay, I got to do the work,
Yeah.
and everything depends on me because I don't have help. Like nobody, I'm still editing all my videos.
Still to this day.
Still. I just don't trust people yet to
It's a
see
hard
me when I fuck up, and then for them to be like, oh my God, she didn't just say that, you know? Because I be looking at what I say, I'm like, oh my God, you did say that.
You did say that.
So I can imagine like a stranger looking at it and like
Yeah.
kind of like judging the shit I say, and I'm like, because I'm like, oh no, you can say that, like,
Damn.
you know. So
you
I know I'm
edit,
gonna
yeah.
have to transition to that because with more channels, and then I'm not the best editor, so I know at some point I'm gonna want my shit to be like crisper and
Yeah.
you know.
But you're doing it all. That's interesting. Like, yeah, you still putting the work in. And do you film your own stuff also?
Yeah, I film everything by myself. Like when I went to New York for the cars, the dude was like, "You don't have a film crew?" No. And then he was like, "Well, take your stuff and put it in the car." And I was like, "I got my stuff right now. Let's go." It was in my book bag. I only have. Oh, that's another thing I can tell people. Don't wait until things are perfect, because you might wait. You might never put it out because it's never going to be perfect for you.
Procrastinating. Yeah.
And then you might put it out, wait all this time to realize that that's not what people want to see from you. So you waited, you kind of wasted time. Like, fucking put it out. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
And then people are going to actually help you figure out what's good and what they want to see.
I like that.
And a lot of people are just not starting.
Yeah.
So it's like, fucking start.
Just fucking start, man. Just fucking start.
Yeah.
That's what I did with this. Like, I didn't have a logo. I was like, no, I gotta get a logo first. And then
Nobody
I know
cares about your logo
nobody
if
cares.
your content is fire.
Exactly. And that's why I was like, oh wait, I don't know. Let me get a few like.
And then
to
you
start.
put it out and you see it's good and you just get somebody to make you a logo in one day. Like, it's easy. Like, a lot of people just want it to be, it needs to be like this. I'm like, why you need it to be perfect when nobody is going to see your shit?
Nobody can see your shit.
Like, nobody. So it doesn't have to be perfect yet.
Yeah.
And
I like that. I like that. So just fucking start, man. Just do it. And then do you film, like, for people who watching or like into tech, do you have like a certain camera? Like, what do you film with?
I come with a tripod that I bought for $20. That's like the tall one.
So
when I stand, I can still record myself.
Yeah.
But so a tripod. And my iPhone. My regular phone. Not even an extra phone.
What?
My regular iPhone. My friend is like, you need to buy a new iPhone. I'm like, no. It's still working for me right now. I'm just doing that. I'm not saying it's the best way.
Yeah.
Because you could invest in a camera and do it a little better. But right now it's working for me. I I don't
I
need
mean, you're doing it. Like, I mean, that's the thing. I'm over here. I got like 3 cameras.
I mean,
like,
hey, it's
but
good,
it's like that's what I do. I have a production company, so I have all these things accessible to me. So that's what I use. But I like hearing everybody else's story and for people to hear your story. And it's like, oh man, it doesn't really take.
It takes
5
nothing.
cameras
You
and
have a
lights
phone
and
and you can spend $20 on a tripod.
You just gotta put the work in.
That's it. You're silly.
I love it. That's dope, man. That's fucking dope, man.
Thank you.
Melli, this was great.
Yes,
This was real great. You gave some gems. So many gems. If you have any last, this is your camera right here. Last things to tell, somebody who's starting who may not be, because we already said somebody on the fence. Like if you ain't on the fence and you ain't working, fuck it.
For you.
But what about the person who started it and is not seeing any traction or like, they're feeling hell, but they started. They're putting in work, but they're not getting views. They're not doing stuff. Like me.
Okay, no, it's cool.
Talk to the me's out there. Like what tips would you give them for like marketing or anything that they can do to help gain traction to their channel or keep going?
So I would say do your research because it's out there. Like it's on YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. So everything I'm telling you as far as like the thumbnails, what's a good thumbnail, how long your video needs to be, the tags, all that shit, TubeBuddy, all of this is on YouTube. So if you already started and you don't see a growth, it's like just do more research. Look at channels that are doing what you're doing and copy them a little bit. I don't care. People are like, well, you're stealing. I don't give a fuck. Like, who is going to know I'm stealing, first of all? Because what are the odds that the person that I'm getting, I call it getting inspired by somebody else. I'm not saying I'm stealing exactly what they're saying. I'm inspired by them. I like what they do. And I kind of want to be like them or have their type of success. So why am I not going to look at what's out there and who has made it for me to be like, oh, they did that. Let me try. It might not work for me, what they did, but it might work.
But it may. You may learn something that does work for you.
Exactly. The information is out there. Like really. Also, collabs are really good. Collabs because I'm going to post.
Oh, you going to post me?
I'm going to post it. So it's like, and even with like smaller YouTubers or whatever, you get 2 audiences, even if it's like yours is not that high and the other person is not high either. It's still more than just you by yourself.
Yeah, it's still other viewers. Like you still tap in, like whether the other person have more subscribers or followers than you, but you have, some subscribers and followers that can be fans of the other person that you're collabing with because now they're opening their eyes to a whole different audience. So they're like, oh, they watch this and like, oh wow, she's actually cool. Oh, I want to watch this pineapple.
Exactly.
And then boom. And then as you grow, like once you grow your channel, then people gonna see your old videos and they see that, and then they can still the content's up. So this is great, man. We did the damn thing. We did it twice. Yes. You stuck with me. We did this shit twice. 20 minutes in, wasn't recording, but we got through it.
We did it.
We got some gems. There's your camera. That's another camera. You can split them. Just give the people your handles, your all your channels.
Oh my God.
You got. Where should they follow you?
How much time we got?
We got time.
No,
so you get the channels and then tell them what's next for you, like what you got in the can, like any songs dropping. I know Streets is out now on Apple, so I'll let you do your promo and stuff. And
all right, so if you want to find me, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and it's Melli Monaco. Everywhere is the same, MELLIMONACO. I have another channel. It's called the Pineapple Show, so you can check that out. And coming soon is the car review channel, and it's probably going to be Melli Motors, but it's not up yet. So, and music-wise, yes, I have some music coming out, but we haven't shot the music video yet, so we'll see.
Okay.
And, Street is out, Marche is out.
Okay.
And, find me on Spotify. I'm there too, Apple Music, everywhere.
All the platforms.
Instagram, yes, everywhere.
I'm gonna put all the stuff up so y'all can check it out.
Everywhere is the same. So Melli Monaco, wherever you want to find me.
I love
at my house. Come to my house.
You got motherfuckers lying. Buzz. She told me to come over here.
Hello.
So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Giving Game the Podcast. This was a great one with my girl Melli Monaco. She really dropped some gems today. I hope y'all pick them things up and put them to use. If you liked what you saw, like what you heard, please subscribe, like, comment, go subscribe to her, go follow her. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll be back next week with a new guest with some new game. See y'all next time. Peace.